It's been about 10 days since we dropped a episode of Wallet Warriors, and the reason is because I just haven't been, at least for about a week, on this account doing a lot of things. We put more of our focus over on the No Money Spent account as we approach the end of the month, trying to grind out rank there, but I got a lot of upgrades to make, a shopping spree, new promos, new cards. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back with another MUT 26 video, episode number 20 of the Wallet Warrior series. If you're new here, this is a journey that you can follow from episode 1, day 1 of MUT 26, all the way through the end. Watch me build my God Squad, opening up packs, playing through game modes, making upgrades to the team, choosing new theme teams, and there is a link down below in the description of this video and every single episode that will bring you to the playlist so you can catch up. But like I said in the intro, it's been about 10 days since we dropped episode number 19, and there's a lot to catch up on. I haven't played a ton of games prior to the last 48 hours or so, but we have been slowly making upgrades and changes to the team, and there will be a full lineup update at the very end, but let's go through everything that we've done so far. A lot of these changes will all make sense as we continue through the video, but we did end up selling our quarterback, who was QB1 for a long time, in Justin Fields, got about 200K prior to the 10% tax, getting rid of him. We're making some position changes at some of the other skill position spots like wide receiver and cornerback. So Terrell Owens, the Redux card that we pulled a little while ago, we sold him for 160K. Patrick Peterson, who was I think CB3 or 4 on the team, we ended up selling him or getting rid of him a while ago, but I never sold him, so we dumped him off for 95K. I had an 85 overall Sheldon Rankins as well. I like to show you everything that I do to build up this team if you're wondering why I'm showing you this. 85s aren't really valuable anymore because we took a up in overall. Now it's all about 86s, so I ended up selling this card for 75K, just building up the coin count because new purchases were coming. And one of those purchases last week was Team of the Week, 88 overall AJ Brown. If I would have bought him the day he came out, probably would have paid 400 or 500K for him. Because I bought him early this week, I ended up getting him for 278,000 coins. So sometimes it just pays to wait a couple days there. Same thing with Deron Payne. When the Team Builders promo first dropped, these 88 overall players were like 400 or 500K. I got him for 326. The main reason we picked him up is because he does get Eagles chemistry, being a divisional champion from part 2 of the Team Builders promo. And then we added a couple additional Team Builders to help us build up that Eagles Packers theme team. So Dallas Goedert, who's going to get double Eagles chem. We picked up Rasheed Walker over at left tackle to get double Packers chem. And I never added the Team Builders 1 Matt Pryor. He's not going to play on the field at all, but backup right guard here, giving us another card with double Eagles chem. I never ended up using 25 spotlight tokens on AJ Brown, and I'm happy I didn't because we got him for so cheap. But this Monday, we got a Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, part of the Collector Series, and this one was a no-brainer to use our 25 Spotlight tokens on. I'll have to do a check to see how many I have left, but I think I'm still around 75, so 25 of those were used on this DRC, who's going to be CB2 on the squad. Also, on Wednesday, we got an overall increase, jumping up to 89 overall champions and 90 overall LTD, so along with that change means that we can go out and spend season tickets purchasing 89 overall upgrade tokens. So I went to the store and bought 3 of those to upgrade our 3 existing players that were currently maxed out prior to this at an 88 overall. So we're fully upgrading right now. Armand Membu, Carlton Davis over at cornerback, and then at linebacker, Dre Greenlaw. And I think we're maybe a couple weeks, 3 weeks away from being able to get them to 90 overalls. And then speaking of linebackers, we did hit champion level 3 in the first ranked session of the year, which means we get an 89 overall fantasy pack. And on this account, I did end up going with Ted Hendricks as another linebacker, which is going to make a really big shift in that positional group. With the auction house being down for like the last 24 hours, I couldn't make any changes, as a lot of you couldn't either, with the new Team of the Week content that dropped yesterday, and I fell for the trap and ended up buying the $25 Team of the Week bundle. I basically got 186 and enough pieces to build another 86 overall, so that gave us 2/3 of what we needed to get an 89 overall Team of the Week champion set done. I ended up catching some pretty good prices on the 3 remaining 86s that we needed to add. One of them sniped for 59K, the Troy Franklin for 70K, and Andrew Booth Jr. for 85K was kind of the standard price. The reason I wanted those cards is because we're going to try a brand new quarterback being that this account is a Packer-Eagles theme team, let's go ahead and try out Jordan Love and see how he plays. I haven't played any games with him just yet, but he is going to be QB1 for the time being. Also, we got the brand new Unreal Moments promo this past afternoon. We're going to open up some packs in relation to this promo here in a little while. But if you go back to the Unstoppable event, we were able to get 10 wins before we lost 2 games, giving us a flawless token. I hung on to that token and ended up redeeming it today, and I selected the 89 overall Noah Brown. Now, the reason I did that, there's 3 players that you can pick with that token alongside all of the champions that dropped today. But with Aaron Rodgers, Antonio Cromartie, and this Noah Brown, at the time, I thought they were basically exclusive players to that token. They're actually in regular packs as well. So initially, I tried listing this card because I was the first person to put Noah Brown on the block. Tried listing him for 900,000 coins. Then there were a bunch of them on the auction house because people probably pulled them out of packs as well. Overall, I think I was able to sell him for 630K. He's actually going up in price now, so we may have missed out on maybe another 50 to 100,000 coins. But after tax, that token ended up earning us 567K. So after all of that, it's going to catch us up to live right now in the moment, and we have a ton of free packs to open up. I'm going to go to the store and open up the $25 Platinum pack that gives you a pretty high chance at pulling a champion from today's content drop. I have a ton of free packs to open up, but sadly, I don't think I'm going to get anything good out of these, so you're not going to see me open up the majority of them. So some of these are field pass packs, like the loading up packs. We got 2 74 plus ones, and then also a 78 plus loading up pack. There's a couple platinum packs in there from the Season 2 field pass. We actually got an Unstoppable card there, and not too bad. You know, I maybe could have went boom or bust. But why? When we got an 85 overall out of this pack, that's actually a big W there. Let's see if these 74 plus loading up packs are as kind to us. I'm going to assume probably not, but then again, look, we got an 86 overall Patrick Peterson, and this is a card that we can use to build a Unreal Moments champion because you need 3 86s from the promo and 2 additional 86s from any other promo. So we're having some really good luck with our field pass packs here. Can we go 3 for 3? This time, I mean, we got an 80 and an 82 there. We'll probably quick sell a lot of this stuff for free training, but that wasn't half bad. Also, I finished up everything I need to finish up from the Unstoppable promo. I didn't play through all of the solos because I don't need all of the tokens there, but the first 85 plus pack is going to give us exactly that, an 85. I expect the next one to do the same thing, but again, this is going to turn into a good amount of free training. Last packs that you'll see me open are going to be these premium rare platinum packs, which should at least give us like a 78, 79 platinum card. I'd like to see maybe some blues here, but doesn't look like that's going to happen in the first one. I'm going to do the same thing I did in Season 1 to Season 2, now from Season 2 to Season 3. All of these platinum cards, I'm just going to send them and kind of use them in the binder as a savings account, so we'll quick sell these at the end of the season. I'm going to go through and open up everything else here, and we'll probably take, unless we get anything that's like an 85 plus, we'll probably take training from it as well. Don't know if I'm going to spend that training in today's episode, but let me run through all of these packs and then go to the binder to see what it turned into. The results from these packs actually didn't end up being half bad. We got a bunch of like 80s and 82s, but you know, more elites than I actually expected. Of course, the majority of the cards ended up being, you know, green cards, common cards, or gold cards is what we used to call them. And I did get 25K from a daily quick sell, so I'm going to save all of the cards that quick sell for coins for a later date. Like I said, the end of the season, but everything else outside, I think of the 85 overall and then that 86 Pat Pete that I pulled, everything else is going to get quick sold, and we'll see how much training this turns into. I have a few more items hiding down here at the bottom of the binder, but I've already selected 100, so we're just going to quick sell the top 100 here, and it's going to give us 3,798 training, total 4,544 now, which actually sounds like a lot. We haven't had this amount of training at all. I'm going to save that probably for the next episode, and we'll see what we can do with it, but it's probably going to be spent on weekly Spotlight token packs. And speaking of packs, let's go to the store and open some up here. Platinum Unreal Champion Opportunity Pack. You get platinum cards in here, but if you were unaware, it also gives you a 50% chance at a champion card. And I want Luke Kuechly on the team. I definitely want the Saquon card. So let's see if this $25 is kind to us. We're going to get a few platinum cards out of it as well. that we'll save for later in quick selling. We get a blue one right off the rip there, but I just want to see what Unreal Moments card we get. I don't know what the champion level animation looks like, so I'm kind of just in the dark here, not expecting anything. Okay, this was way different than the last one, so we got a champion, and it's going to be Case Keenum, who's actually not a bad card. He gets Gunslinger, but I'm not going to try him out. Hopefully he sells for a decent amount of coin here, because like I said, I do want to go ahead and add Saquon and Luke Kuechly. Looks like he's going for about 350K, which isn't terrible for a day one champion. If you're looking for a quarterback with Gunslinger, he gets a ton of different theme teams as well. I'm personally going to sell this card though. That's all the money that I'm going to spend today, but I will tell you I'm contemplating on going through all of the Crystal step-up offers. I have to see if I have enough points without having to spend any additional, but this would guarantee me the Jahmyr Gibbs. And looking at this card in the catalog at this very moment, he's going for like 4 million coins. Might be a little bit under that, but you add this card, plus you'll get the other two with Nico Collins and Fred Warner. I mean, I would exhaust all of my points. I'd actually have to load up probably like another $30, $40 worth of points, but we'd be looking at like probably 5+ million coins added. We definitely would not have to spend much money, if at any at all, for the next several months now with that plus the coins that we already have. So if I do it, you'll see it in the next episode, but I am strongly contemplating on doing it because this card is so high in price right now. So let's go ahead and sell the Case Keenum. I think he goes for roughly about 350K. At least that's what I'm going to list him at. And then I'm going to go through and buy, and I'm hoping, I haven't checked yet, I'm hoping that Saquon and Luke Kuechly are at a similar price there. But I'm going to go ahead and buy those two players and put them into the lineup. We'll go through a full lineup update here in a moment. I definitely caught an L redeeming my token on Noah Brown, by the way, when I could have redeemed it on Aaron Rodgers instead, who's selling for like several million. So we are going to play through the brand new event and try to earn another token, and that token could lead to getting this Aaron Rodgers, but I tried to jump the gun here, not realizing Aaron Rodgers would be such an expensive card, and it's mostly because he has a good throwing motion, he gets QB playmaker, and he gets gunslinger all together. So despite his lack of speed, a lot of people are out there going to be using that card because of those abilities. So we missed out on a lot of coin there. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. We're going to buy Saquon. I don't have his Crystals card. I didn't do the Crystal thing when it first came out there. Maybe if those cards get cheaper at one point, I will. But for now, we're going to try out the 89 overall Unreal Moments Saquon. And I do want this Luke Kuechly as well, who looks like he's going to be right under 400K. So we're spending a good amount of coin here, but we also made a lot from Noah Brown and the Case Keenum pull. So it seems like we're probably going to break even after that card sells, and we have a lot of upgrades, you know, since the start of this episode till now that we can plug into the roster. One additional card that I want to try out here flew under the radar early on, and then he was kind of up in price, but he's creeping back down, is going to be Cornelius Bennett. So 312K, he gets double or nothing, and that's one of the better abilities right now that you want to use to try to get pass rush, and I'm struggling really bad defensively. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Since the brand new rank session went live, I played a bunch of games, 12 to be exact, and I'm 3-9 right now. I'm kind of embarrassed to even show my record, but I've been getting my ass kicked. I'm just going to say it out loud there. These games have come down to, it feels like 3 different things. Number one, my matchmaking has been extremely difficult. Like, you can tell when you're getting matched up against people who know what they're doing, that have a legit scheme, that switch stick, that play good defense. A lot of my opponents in these 12 games have been that. Number two, I've played pretty bad in certain spots where I could have played better. And then number three, in the games where I was playing better against pretty good opponents, I've just had some really bad luck, like Hail Marys, blocked field goals, forced fumbles that I couldn't recover, me fumbling in bad spots where my opponent, of course, recovered the ball. So it's been a struggle. I hope we have a big turnaround, especially after some of the upgrades that we made in today's episode. But with the brand new event in this Unreal Moments promo being live, I'm going to attack that now. And in the next episode, you'll likely see gameplay for that. But let me show you the team that we're going to play with. So here is the squad. I think there's still going to be some additional changes on the way. I did forget to pick up Landon Dickerson at left guard, so he will be on the team. Steve Hutchinson will be gone by the time I actually jump into some games. We'll show you that change in the next episode. But we got brand new QB1, pocket deadeye on Jordan Love. Saquon's going to be running back number 1, of course. I put evasive on him for 3 AP. And the wide receiver group still needs to be changed. We got T. Higgins, who is like one of the best cards we've had all year, and it's been a free card. AJ's not going anywhere. Matthew Golden isn't really going anywhere because of Packers Chem, but I think eventually we are going to go after a brand new wide receiver or 2 here. We'll have to kind of just wait and see what else comes out, but for now, I'm happy with that trio, but I do want to make an upgrade. Other than that, offense looks fine to me. On defense, one big change that's not taking place right now, but will. I don't have a fully maxed out team captain. It was AJ Hawk, but now that we got Luke Kuechly, Ted Hendricks, Andre Greenlaw out there, I don't need AJ Hawk anymore. I do run a 4-3 formation a lot with 3 linebackers. So these 3 guys are key on that formation specifically. As far as who I use those team captain tokens on, honestly, could end up being at center with Alex Mack, and then maybe we get rid of Elton Jenkins and get some coin back from him. I'm not sure. Cornerbacks, I'm cool with. DRC, Travis Hunter, Carlton Davis. Coop might need to go eventually because he's kind of fallen behind with the 86 speed there. But overall, I'll keep him on the lineup, and hopefully our pass rush is a little bit better now with Cornelius Bennett and Von Miller. Special teams, I just want to point out mostly because I did use all my Hispanic Heritage Month upgrade tokens for the first upgrade on Corey Bajorquez. He gets Packers Chem, so it made sense there to me. And this is what the specialist screen looks like, just to get an idea. Again, in the middle, Jalen Carter, Deron Payne. On the outside of them, Von Miller, Cornelius Bennett, Carlton Davis, and Coop are going to be the slot defenders. And then Saquon is going to be the primary running back. A.J. Brown right now is my slot defender. And when I'm not in a 4-3 defense, when I'm in a defense that allows a sub linebacker, my 2 users are actually Kyle Hamilton and Ted Hendricks, with Isaiah Palamao still playing up top. We are getting a free safety in Tristan McCullum very soon. And of course, we have the free safety from the Unreal Moments promo right now, Brian Cook. So Javon Holland, he's been a crazy playmaker for me, but he might also be out on the way. But I'm going to go jump into the event, and hopefully we have much better luck with that than we have with the first couple days of ranked here. We'll get back on that one as well, but that's the plan going forward, and it won't be 10 days before you see another episode. Thanks for hanging in there and watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.